Here's something that sounds wrong in today's tech world. In 2026, with all the new Linux releases out there, I am still using Ubuntu 20.04 on one of my main systems. And no, it's not because I forgot to upgrade. It's because for the work I actually do every day, this system still makes more sense than chasing version numbers. While I'm talking, you're seeing this machine in real use. Android Studio is open, Visual Studio Code is running, Beekeeper Studio for databases, browser tabs, terminals, background services. This isn't a museum piece, this is an active workstation. Operating systems are not trends, they're infrastructure, and infrastructure follows a different rule. If it's stable, secure, and doing the job without drama, changing it has a cost. Ubuntu 20.04 is a long-term support release. Over the years, it has gone through millions of real-world installations, updates, bug reports, and fixes. By now, it's deeply mature. Most of the strange edge case problems have already been discovered and handled. You can see that maturity right here. Android Studio launches cleanly. Emulators run. Visual Studio Code handles projects smoothly. Database tools like Beekeeper connect without issues. Nothing feels fragile. Nothing feels experimental. It just works. Upgrading an operating system always sounds easy, but in real workflows, it's a chain reaction. A new kernel can change driver behavior, a library update can break older tools, a config format shifts. Suddenly, you're not building apps or managing servers, you're fixing your environment. On this system, my tools behave the same way every day. Docker containers run, virtual machines run, scripts I wrote years ago still work. That predictability saves more time than any new desktop feature ever could. There's also mental friction people ignore. New releases move settings around, change defaults, adjust interface behavior. Small changes, but they slow you down when you use a machine for hours every day. Consistency is underrated productivity fuel. Performance plays a role too. A well-tuned, slightly older system often runs leaner, fewer background services, less overhead. On this setup, even with Android Studio, code editors, browsers, and terminals open together, the system stays responsive. Driver stability matters, especially for development work. By 2026, the drivers on Ubuntu 20.04 are deeply tested. Network, storage, graphics, the boring stuff that needs to be reliable is reliable. Now, let's talk security, because that's where people expect this to fall apart. But this is actually where the story gets stronger. Ubuntu 20.04 doesn't just sit on old support. With Ubuntu Pro, this release receives extended security maintenance all the way to 2030. Critical security patches continue for years beyond what most people assume. And it's not just the core system. A large set of commonly used packages also gets coverage. And here's the part many people miss. Ubuntu Pro is free for personal use on up to 5 machines. You attach your system, enable the service, and this old OS becomes a long-term supported platform with serious security backing. So what you're looking at on screen is not outdated software running on borrowed time. It's a mature system, still patched, still supported, running modern development tools without issue. Compatibility is another quiet advantage. Many development stacks were built and tested around environments like this. When you jump forward, default language versions change, compilers update, dependencies shift. Something that worked perfectly suddenly needs rebuilding. Here, Android Studio, VS Code, database tools, and my scripts all live in an environment they're comfortable in. People say containers solve everything. Containers help, but the host system still matters. Kernel behavior, networking, file systems, a stable host makes everything above it calmer. There's also a mindset shift here. Constant upgrading creates the illusion of progress. But if your output doesn't improve, you're just doing maintenance work disguised as innovation. Staying on Ubuntu 20.04 in 2026 is not about resisting change. It's about choosing change when there's a real benefit. Better hardware support I actually need, a feature that solves a real problem, not just a new version number. Serious production environments think this way all the time. Stability first, then upgrades when justified. That same logic works on personal systems too. Notice something while all these applications run on screen. The operating system disappears. That's the goal. The OS becomes invisible and the work becomes the focus. Eventually, every system reaches a point where upgrading makes sense. That time will come. But right now, with Ubuntu Pro extending security to 2030, this platform still hits a rare balance. Mature, predictable, well-documented, and still protected. An operating system is like the foundation of a building. Nobody cares if the foundation is the newest model.
They care that everything built on top of it stands strong. That's why, in 2026, I'm still using Ubuntu 20.04. Not because I'm stuck, because it's stable, secure, and lets me run real tools, do real work, and stay focused without wasting time. And in the long run, that's the smartest upgrade strategy of all.